How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all a throwback to MLB The Show 18. I'm going to be using a lot of these Immortal cards that I was able to unlock in last year's version of the game, and also there are still a good amount of people playing this game, so it didn't take me too long to find a match. We will have 91 overall Shohei Ohtani, the Future Stars version, on the mound. I did also recently play this game about a week and a half ago. I went back and played MLB The Show 17 the other day, and I really enjoyed that video. I mean, I really enjoyed all the years of MLB The Show. This one was probably my favorite up until MLB 19. I obviously like MLB 19 a little bit more, but this one was my favorite MLB The Show game up until its release, or until 19 came out, just because I really started to get into grinding content for this year's game. This was a time where I could play the game quite a bit, and I was able to grind out a lot of these Immortals. I mean, for every one of these Immortals, I think you had to get about, I don't know, 500, 750 hits, somewhere in there. I think a couple Immortals were more than 1,000 hits, like Babe Ruth or something like that, but you really had to grind these cards out against the computer. You also had to lock in souvenirs and players for the exchange. But we are able to hit a no-doubter with Ted Williams, going up 2-1 in this one, gave up a solo shot to Mike Piazza, and really this game was pretty much a home run derby. So anytime that there was runs scored, it was most often by a home run or an extra base hit, and then that kind of strung a rally together, and there was just a lot more home runs hit in this year's game. And I really enjoyed hitting home runs, and I really enjoyed the way that the hitting engine was in this game. I mean, it was good to be just early on a pitch. They also had, I mean, it was good to be a little bit just late as well. Very similar in some of the other hitting engines that we have seen, like MLB 17. I know that they've kind of revamped this one compared to that one a little bit. The pitch speeds are a little bit lower. I also talked about that in my previous MLB The Show 18 video. But I really like this. I really like this game. I mean, some people don't. Some people absolutely hate this game, and that's perfectly okay. I figured I would just try and mix it up with some content. I was having some internet issues with my live stream on 19 The Show. I was trying to play some viewer games, and I ended up disconnecting. Internet went out for a little bit. It was in and out for that pretty much the whole day yesterday. So I wasn't able to I wasn't able to finish up that live stream or go live once again. So I figured instead of risking some rating points in 19 ranked seasons, with the new season just starting out, I'll be at 650, and instead of risking some points that way and disconnecting, I figured I would just hop into this game and see what I could do. See what I could do with some of these guys I really enjoyed using last year. I mean, Griffey was my best hitter all around, and I don't think that he's going to be bad in 19 The Show. I think that he's going to be really good, but I don't think he's going to be the same impactful player that he was in 18, just by the way the game plays. I think that high contact hitters and higher vision players are more usable. So for me, I think that Ty Cobb is going to be a little bit better than 99 signature Griffey. But in this one, we do have the Immortal Griffey, as well as a couple of the other Immortals like Ted and Babe Ruth, some guys that I really like to use. But in this game, the finest Francisco Lindor is coming through with 2 home runs, including a grand slam. The opponent kind of got a little wild there, started walking some players. I took advantage and went up, I think it was 10-1 there. So he ended up quitting out of that one. Now we're going to go into another game here. This opponent is a 12-0 player. So there's still some really good players playing this game. He is a 12-0 guy. He's played over 400 games of ranked seasons in this game, so definitely has more of a budget team with Zach Wheeler on the mound. He also has a lot of the finest cards that you're able to get for free. His only Immortal is Mike Trout, definitely a solid Immortal card, but Griffey once again starting this game off with a no-doubt home run. That's why I was able to hit over 250 home runs with him in this year's game. All of them were online as well. Just the best swing in Diamond Dynasty in MLB The Show 18. I also really enjoyed using Babe Ruth. You saw him hit a home run in the last game. That was kind of a missed hit. It was I got under it, and it was still a no-doubter, just the 125s all around. I'm curious to see what that card will be like in 19, with defense included and hitting and everything. But anyways, this opponent was definitely having some good at-bats, taking some pitches that were borderline so far. Was able to ground out with Mike Trout, but knocks a base knock with Christian Yelich the other way. That was a pitch below the zone, and that's something that was more new in this year's game. You were able to hit pitches off the plate. You were able to wait on the ball, swing later in the zone, to swing lower in the zone, and hit balls that were in the dirt. That guy just hit the ball that was inside off the inside off the plate on Mookie Betts' hands, and he pulled it. Same thing here. He hits one that was up above the zone to center field, a fly ball, and you're still able to hit those pitches for a lot of power. It's just you're less likely to get the higher exit velocities on some of those ones. But this one with Reggie Jackson, I kind of mixed up my batting lineup a little bit. I was using Vlad Guerrero in the last one. This time I brought in Reggie Jackson to play the outfield. I also moved in Chipper Jones to play third base rather than Pujols. But Shohei Ohtani on the mound once again. This card is really good just because he has the hitting aspect to him. The only time I ever lost a game was when I played against Obliterator, who is also using Shohei Ohtani. We had a Shohei Ohtani matchup when he first came out in this year's game, and that was the only time I ended up losing with this card. But every other time I ended up getting the dub using him, and I didn't have him on my team the entire time just because he was going for a lot of stubs. His price kind of fluctuated. The Future Stars Shohei with the hitting stats, definitely a well sought out card by the community. And in this one, Mike Piazza was going deep, so he hit a home run against me in the previous game, but he's going deep in this one. So already multiple home runs. You don't normally see this many home runs in MLB The Show 19. But there I thought I got another one with Shohei right there. Just missed it, flew out to the warning track. If we're playing at a minor league stadium, that one is probably sent out. The wind was a little bit of a factor in this year's game as well. I know that they recently took out the wind in 19. However, in 18, it was still a factor, as well as playing at major league stadiums still had a little bit of a desync and lag to it. So we are playing at Tropicana Field. It has a dome, so no wind in this one, as well as also playing with that major league stadium effect. So he goes deep with Mike Trout there. That's going to be sent to left center field on a no-doubter. The opponent brought in Alex Wood off the bench, so I brought in Vlad Guerrero to face the lefty. And this Alex Wood is a gold card, definitely the best left-handed pitcher in this game. I don't know how he remained to be an end-game pitcher throughout the entire year. It was really because of his 12-6 curveball, or his knuckle curveball, my mistake, as well as his really slow changeup. He also throws a sinker, and his deception from his delivery, the way that he throws the ball, was very tough to pick up some of those pitches, and that card was on a lot of people's teams throughout the entirety of the year. I mean, that was the very first card I picked up from the ticket counter, and that card is still on my squad even in this gameplay. So that was pretty crazy to have in the in MLB The Show 18. I know that we don't have the ticket counter anymore, but we might see something along those lines, something similar to that in next year's game. I think that they enhanced the game with choice packs and everything like that. We might see more of enhancements along those lines. First time we ever saw the choice packs in 19. They may implement some better players, some different players along the way, some more players. I'm not really sure, but anyway, in this game it's been back and forth so far. The opponent was able to hit a no-doubter with George Brett, cutting the deficit to 3 runs. It's a 5-2 ball game, and I'm facing Christian Yelich. I brought in Koji Uehara at this point. He was one of the better pitchers in this game for a reliever, and Reggie Jackson makes that lunging play out there in right field. From a bronze fielder making that play, pretty impressive. Vlad was actually playing left field for Ted Williams in this one, so that's why he wasn't in right during that play, but he does hit a no-doubt home run on a fastball up and inside. That was off the plate as well. Reggie Jackson follows it up with a disrespectful no-doubter. That bat flip animation is honestly the nicest one in the game. Ricky Henderson wasn't in this year's game, so I think Reggie Jackson takes the cake in that one. But anyway, we do increase the lead. We get some of those runs back that the opponent was able to score in the last inning. But I also wanted to mention in this video that if you guys did not know, in MLB The Show 19 right now, they did release a Future Stars Bo Bichette, as well as the Healy's program, Healy's Moments for the Sony Partner Moments have also dropped. They are in game right now. You are able to unlock that Billy Williams, and I will be trying to do that as well before the tournament comes out. We are having a tournament for the firm this upcoming weekend starting on Saturday. There will be a pre-show tomorrow, and I'm trying to get my internet and everything fixed before that so I can participate and help commentate with that and everything. But I brought in the Alex Wood in this one myself. I was able to expand the lead a little bit. It's 8-2 now in the bottom of the 6th inning. And I don't think that any lead is safe in this game, especially playing on All-Star. I played a lot of high-scoring games and I'm going up against a good opponent who is also able to hit the ball pretty well. But overall, I've had a wonderful time playing this game. I always enjoyed playing MLB The Show 18. You guys might think I'm crazy for that, and that's perfectly okay. I think that everybody enjoys different games and has fun with differences in the game. So this opponent ended up quitting out in the 6th inning. It was still plenty of ball game left to make the comeback. Maybe he didn't want to use some of his pitchers. But I'm College Lefty, and if you guys enjoyed this one, please leave a thumbs up on it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.